My name is Charles White. I'm with BusinessData Consulting. We're located in the beautiful Pacific Northwest. If you need to reach out to me, you can reach me at charles@businessdata123.com or at info@businessdata123.com. I'm here to help you, the business owner, achieve your dreams and hopes for yourself, your family, and even possibly your whole community. Today, a question was posed, and is often posed with business owners. Charles, can I build business credit if I have poor personal credit? Womp, womp, womp. Yes, you can. However, you're going to be severely restricted in the amount of credit that you get. Let me explain. You can incorporate, no problems at all. You can get everything else. You've done a Bradstreet number, everything else set up. You can become as bank compliant as possible based on having bad credit. However, once you get past net 30, revolving credit, and you start stepping into credit cards, unless you build the corporation specifically so you don't reference your social security number, you can get a certain amount of credit. In fact, you probably can get up to about $100,000 in credit on credit cards with bad personal credit. But here's the issue. Getting money on credit cards is only one step. There's a lot more money you're leaving on the table because you have bad credit. Once you step into a bank is going to require that you disclose who you are based on the fact that Homeland Security laws, they have to know who you are. So if you have bad things coming up, it's going to show up. In fact, one of the banks that I had dealt with in the past, U.S. Bank, they had told me personally, Charles, we toss applications if we find a bankruptcy on a personal report because we don't deal with personal bankruptcy. We toss it. I had a situation that was very, very embarrassing that happened to me over 15 years ago. But basically, I had an investor that was going to back my business. And in fact, they're going to back it to the form of about $100,000. I was like, great. What I mean is that they were going to place $100,000 into a secure account. I was going to borrow against it. They would get their money back, and that $100,000 would become my capital in order to start my business. There was a great business idea that had come up. So I'll never forget this. This is so embarrassing. Oh, this is embarrassing. So anyway, I went to the bank. I was so ignorant about business credit at the time. Oh, it was awful. Anyway, so I went into the bank and I sat down and I'm like, yeah, this is, I'm going to put in $100,000 into an account. I'm going to borrow against this. I said, oh, great. Not a problem. No issue. Great to have you. Have a seat and nice big comfy leather chairs, everything else. Sat down. He goes, okay, sir. Well, the first thing I need to do is just fill out this application. Give us your credit card, not credit card, but give us your social security number, and we're ready to go. I was like, oh, this is great. I was so happy at the time. So anyway, fill out the application, information, submitted it. The guy came back. He seemed like he was agitated and had this look on his face. And I was like, what's going on? I just filled out the application. We just pulled your file. You have bad personal credit. I was like, oh man. And so I said, what does that mean? So we can't work with you. I'm sorry. And that was it. And I was so embarrassed because I didn't know about personal credit issues. I just didn't know. I was really ignorant of it. I just thought, I have a dream. I have an idea to make it happen. But I want you to be preserved from that kind of agony and that kind of misery. So let me give you some steps. And these are some key steps to clean up your credit. First thing that person will say to you is like, okay, you got to pull all 3 credit reports. That's a fallacy. There's more than 3. Pull these 5 credit reports. The first credit report is Experian. The second one you want to pull is Equifax. The third one you want to pull is TransUnion. The fourth you want to pull is LexisNexis Full Disclosure. Again, you can Google it, LexisNexis Full Disclosure. The fifth one to pull is Innovis. You want to provide a copy of your driver's license, a copy of utility bill, and possibly, if you have one, a copy of your social security card. You want to send everything through certified mail, and this is what you want to say in the letter. Please send me a copy of my personal credit report. After you get your credit report, you're able to look over it. You're looking for lates, collections, judgments, liens, and just stuff that's not there. Then what you're going to do, to make it quick for you, you can either go online, but I don't suggest online. I would suggest writing a letter saying and disputing every item on there that's not your item. or if you don't agree with what's on there, dispute it. A dispute means that saying that I don't believe it's mine, or saying that I need to have proof from you that it's mine, or the figure is wrong, or something is wrong. Whatever you feel is wrong, write that letter, send it certified, and start the process of communicating and cleaning that up. If it is your credit, it is your collection or you're late, start making payments to pay it down, because here's the bad thing about bad credit. There's two kinds of bad credit. There's bad credit that you deal with, and there's bad credit that you ignore. You want to be in the area of bad credit that you're dealing with, meaning that you have a payment plan to pay it down. And that if you're going to talk to someone else, you can show them, here's my payment plan. And they can say, okay, well, great, you're dealing with it. Versus how I was just blind as a bat with the credit, not knowing what was going to happen. And if someone had taught me years ago, man, I would have been light years, so to speak, ahead in so many different areas. I had some great opportunities come up that I had to pass on because of bad personal credit issues. And that's why I'm so passionate about business data and personal credit right now, and making sure that your data is where it should be. Because as we move forward from, again, I want to emphasize homeland security issues with the banks, dealing with your Social Security that you're getting from the government, student loans, trying to cross the borders, dealing with the IRS. It all comes down to data. What does your data say about you? And you need to take care of it as much as possible. Also, in the direction that we're moving, by understanding your data and taking charge of your data, you'll be so far ahead of other people, because most people are not taking care of their data. They're just like, oh, it's on the report, I don't know how it's dealing with it. But when you're moving forward with your dreams and your hopes, and you have a plan, and you want to get beyond the 9 to 5, and you want to go beyond just where everyone else is at, you have to take charge of these areas so that you and your family can soar with the eagle, so to speak, with the information that you have. Don't put your head in the sand. Don't be like an ostrich, like the cartoon The Ostrich, but be someone who can take care of your personal credit. So in summarizing this video, yes, you can get lines of credit. In my personal experience, you can probably get to about $100,000 in lines of credit. Once I say lines of credit, I'm talking about with credit cards and with revolving credit and with net trade credit. Yes, you can. However, if you're going to be applying for that information, as you've seen in the previous videos, you're just going to use the EIN number for the corporation for everything. You're not going to put down any of your Social Security, because as soon as you put your Social Security number, that's where they check your file. Number two is that once you get beyond the credit card level stage, which is a very, very low level, you start getting into bank lines of credit, they're going to ask you for, because they have to, they're authorized by the government, to know this is know your customer rules. May I please have your Social Security number? And at that time, you don't want to be embarrassed like I was embarrassed, because that was really embarrassing. And again, I missed out on some really big opportunities because I didn't take care of my own personal credit issues. But anyway, I'm here right now to help you. Please reach out if you one-on-one consulting for corporations. I also do business groups, and we're probably doing some webinars pretty shortly. But reach out to me at charles@businessdata123.com and or at info at businessdata123.com, or our website at businessdata123.com also. Look forward to talking to you soon, and reach out to me with any questions that you have, and please make sure to check out the PDFs we have below to help you, the business owner. Thank you so much for your time.